Welcome to the ultimate journey through the divine heart of India. Braj Dham. Today we are taking you on a complete, immersive spiritual path, traveling through the sacred lands of Mathura, Gokul, Barsana, Govardhan, and Vrindavan. This is not just a travel vlog, this is a 10-minute documentary, an unforgettable experience that will transport your soul to the very places where history, legends, and miracles walked the earth. So sit back, relax, and let the divine energy of Braj wash over you. Our journey begins in Mathura, the ancient and holy city that serves as the gateway to this spiritual realm. Mathura is not just a city made of brick and stone, it is a vast ocean of deep history and eternal legends. As you stand on the riverbanks, you realize that for thousands of years, the calm and sacred Yamuna River has silently witnessed the changing of eras. It has seen empires rise and fall, yet its waters remain pure and peaceful. Standing tall across these waters is the imposing Kan's Fort. The Kan's Quilla is a dark symbol of ancient oppression, a remnant of a tyrannical king who ruled with absolute fear. Yet as you look at its ancient walls today, it stands as a powerful reminder of the miraculous birth that followed, proving that even in the darkest of times, divine light always finds a way to shatter the darkness. As we move deeper into the heart of Mathura, we step into the vibrant, pulsating energy of the Dwarkadish temple. The moment you cross the threshold, the atmosphere completely shifts. The air is thick with the scent of incense and flowers, and the sound of bells and chanting fills the space. Here, devotion does not feel like a solemn duty, it feels like a grand, unending celebration of joy. Devotees from all over the world gather here, raising their hands and voices, completely lost in the mesmerizing beauty of the Lord. Finally, we walk towards the holiest of sites in all of Mathura, the Shri Krishna Janmasthan. As you walk through the complex, your heart begins to beat a little faster. You are standing exactly where the divine took his very first breath. Close your eyes and imagine that fateful night, thousands of years ago. A dark, stormy midnight, heavy rains pouring from the sky, the deafening sound of thunder, and the heavy iron chains of a dark prison cell. It was right here, in the midst of total despair, that the ultimate savior of the world was born. The energy in this specific spot is so incredibly heavy and profound that you can still feel the vibrations of that divine moment in the very walls around you. From his birthplace in the prison, we must follow his exact path. We cross the dark waters of the Yamuna River, just as his father Vasudev did on that stormy night, protected by the great serpent, and we arrive in the peaceful village of Gokul. The contrast between Mathura and Gokul is immediate. This is the sacred land where Devaki Nandan, the son of Mathura, truly became Yashoda Nandan, the darling of Gokul. Walking through these narrow, pure, and dusty streets, the modern world seems to completely fade away. If you listen closely, you can almost feel the presence of the little butter thief, running barefoot with his friends, playing endless games in the courtyards. As we make our way up to Nand Bhavan, Krishna's first childhood home, the architecture and the atmosphere instantly humble you. This grand house with its massive pillars and ancient stone is where the Lord of the universe played as an ordinary child. You can sense that the very soil beneath your feet here is permanently soaked in a mother's unconditional love. Every corner of Gokul whispers stories of his innocent mischief, his divine miracles, and his enchanting smile that captivated the entire village. Leaving the childhood innocence of Gokul behind, our path then takes us high up to the sacred hills of Barsana. This is the divine birthplace of our beloved Radha Rani, the absolute embodiment of supreme love and devotion. To reach her temple, perched beautifully at the very peak of the Banagar hill, you must climb a long series of steps. With every step you take, the view of Braj below becomes more and more breathtaking. When you finally reach the top, the grand temple oversees the entire landscape for miles and miles. Here in Barsana, the devotion for Radha Rani is absolutely supreme. You will quickly notice that the locals do not greet each other with ordinary words. The air constantly echoes with the beautiful rhythmic chant of Radhe Radhe. It is said that to truly understand Krishna, you must first understand the pure, selfless devotion of Radha. Sitting here at the top of the hill, looking out over the vast expanse of Braj, you finally understand the true meaning of spiritual surrender. Continuing our spiritual trail, we descend from the hills of Barsana and make our way toward the legendary Govardhan Hill. This is not just a mountain, it is a living, breathing testament to divine protection. Thousands of years ago, to protect the innocent villagers from the devastating wrath and endless rainstorms of Lord Indra, the 7-year-old child lifted this entire mountain on his little finger, holding it up like a massive umbrella for 7 consecutive days and nights. Today, millions of devotees walk the sacred Parikrama path around this hill. As you walk this 21-kilometer stretch, barefoot in the sacred dust, alongside singing saints and humble pilgrims, you are surrounded by a profound divine energy. Every stone of Govardhan is worshipped, And as you complete your parikrama, a deep, unexplainable peace settles permanently into your soul. Finally, as the sun begins to lower in the sky, we reach the absolute ultimate heart of devotion, the magical city of Vrindavan. Vrindavan is unlike any other place on earth. Because of the incredibly heavy crowds, the narrow alleyways, and the strict no-entry zones, it is always best to leave your personal vehicles far behind at the multi-level parking. From there, we take a quick, bumpy, and exciting e-rickshaw ride straight into the bustling temple streets. Our first stop is the world-famous Banke Bihari temple. The crowd here is massive, moving like a single breathing ocean of devotion. The tradition here is totally unique. The priests constantly open and close the curtain in front of the deity, because it is believed that if you stare directly into Banke Bihari's eyes for too long, your soul will be so captivated that he might just follow you home. The incredibly intense, soulful Darshan here leaves many devotees with tears streaming down their faces, completely overwhelmed by his divine presence. From the intense energy of Banke Bihari, we navigate through the narrow, ancient lanes to visit the incredibly peaceful Radha Vallabh and Radha Raman temples. The Radha Raman temple is especially famous for its absolutely stunning, self-manifested idol, which emerged perfectly formed from a sacred shalagram stone. The intricate carvings, the soft glow of the lamps, and the deeply positive vibrations here allow you to sit quietly and simply meditate on the beauty of the divine. But as you wander deeper into Vrindavan, I must give you a very serious, quick, local warning. When walking these particular streets, especially as we approach the beautifully mysterious forest of Nidhivan, you must be incredibly careful. Keep your phones, your wallets, and especially your eyeglasses safely hidden inside your bags. The local monkeys in this area are not just playful, they are highly organized and incredibly skilled at snatching items right off your face in a fraction of a second. After safely securing our belongings, we finally enter the sacred, tree-lined paths of Nidhivan. This is easily the most mystical and mysterious place in all of India. The trees here do not grow straight up, they bend downward, intertwining with each other like human figures locked in a dance. Locals firmly believe that every single night, after the priests lock the gates and the city goes to sleep, these very trees transform into gopas, and the Lord himself descends to perform the divine Ras Leela dance. Absolutely no human is allowed to stay inside after dusk, and the eerie, magical silence of this forest during the day leaves you completely speechless. After spending hours safely exploring these profound mysteries, and eventually stepping out to enjoy some delicious, hot local food in the vibrant temple markets, our grand spiritual journey finally comes to its beautiful conclusion. Braj Bhumi is not just a geographical travel destination on a map, it is a living, breathing emotion, an experience that permanently alters your perspective on life. The dust of Mathura, Gokul, Barsana, Govardhan, and Vrindavan will cling to your soul, and it will softly call you back, again and again. If you felt the deep peace and the cinematic magic of this extensive journey with me today, please take a moment to like this video, hit that subscribe button to join our growing community, and let me know in the comments below which temple or location truly touched your heart the most. Thank you for walking this sacred path with me. See you on the next incredible journey. Radhe. Radhe.